students, today is Friday and this is your little math teaching. And so today we're going to learn about numbers, and we're going to learn about two types of numbers, the odd numbers and the even numbers. Now, guess what? A good news is that we already know what are even numbers. We learned them when we were counting by twos. That's right, when we count by two, we're saying all the numbers that we call even numbers. So let's go ahead and count by two together so we can look at them and see, right? And see what are even numbers. All right, let's look at them over here. Oops, sorry. So we have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 14, 16, 18, 20. Very good. Let's do it again. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And so what are those called? They're called, what did I tell you earlier? Even numbers. Say with me. Even. Very good. Even numbers. Okay, so here we have Even Steven. This is his name. You see that little boy right here? We're going to call him Even Steven, right? Because he only likes even numbers. He does not like the other ones. So, Even Steven likes numbers that end in, let's look, 0. All right, so he likes this one. So we could write that one right here. Don't you think we could write it here? Yeah, let's go ahead and write it together. So you should have those papers and you can get them out. And we are going to write it down. So you're going to take your pencil. Yeah, or a marker if you feel comfortable with a marker, but don't make a mistake, okay? And so he only likes the number, Even Steven, only likes the numbers that end in 0. So we're going to put a 0 right here. You see the 0? Yeah. Okay, now let's look at our even numbers. And what other number end in 0? Do you see one? Ah, some of you see another one. Yeah, let's look. What other one finishes in 0? Oh, look, here's a 0. That's right. 10 finishes with 0. It has a 1 and a 0. So we can write that one right here, right beside it. Let's write it together. So we're going to write a 1 and a 0. And now we have 10. Excellent. Okay, let's look again at our numbers. Which one ends with a 0? Yes, you got it. 20. 20 ends with a 0. So we're going to put a 2 and a 0. Make your numbers big like Miss Sarah, okay? So we can see them well. All right, very good. Now, let's look at the next one. Even Steven likes the numbers that end in 2. So let's look in our even numbers and see which one ends in 2. Well, 2 begins and ends with 2, right? Because there's only one number. So it's the beginning and it's the end too. So 2, we can write it over here. Very good. Let's go ahead and write it here, 2. And then let's look again. What finishes with a number 2? Oh, here's another number 2. You see it? Yeah, that is the other number 2. So we're going to write it down there. And what number was that? 12. That's right, 12. Okay, very good. Let's look and see if we find one more. Is there another one that finishes with a number 2? Oh, this one? No, this one begins with number 2, but it doesn't end. Remember, it ends with 0? Yeah, so no, there's no other numbers. When we count from 2 to 20, there's only a 2 and a 12 that end with number 2. Okay. Very good. So we're not going to put anything right here. You can put a cross. Okay, very good. Now, even Steven likes the numbers that end in 4. So let's look over here and see which number ends in 4. That's right, over here, 4. Very good, so we can just write that one. It's easy, isn't it? Beginners, once you understand what to do. Okay, and then let's find another one that finishes with 4. Oh, do you see it? I see it, 14. It starts with a 1 because it's part of the teen family. We'll talk about that later, but it's 14. Okay, very good, 14. Is there another number before? So look, this is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. No, from 0 to 20. That's it. Those are only ones. So we're going to put a cross right here. There's no more between 2 and 20. Okay, very good. So now let's look over here. Even Steven likes numbers that end in 6. All right, very good. That end in 6. So let's look. 0, 2, 4, oh, 6, right? So we're going to write 6. Very good, 6. And then the next one is 14, 16. You're correct. That one finishes with a 6. So we're going to put 16 over here. And then is there another one? No, that's it. It ends right here. There's only 2 numbers that end in 6 when we count to 20. Okay, and then there is even Steven likes the numbers that end in 8. So which one ends in 8? Well, there's 8, but let's look for the other one too. Oh, right here, 18. All right, very good. So let's write those 2 right here. So there's 8. And then there's 18, and then there's no more. That's right. So now let's look at it. Let's look at all of our numbers. See, now we organize them, and now it says 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And we didn't count any further, so we didn't find any more, but there are more. Right? Okay, so now we know our even number. And so now I'm going to talk to you about this little guy right there. Do you know what his name is? His name is Odd Todd. Can you say Odd Todd? Yeah, that's his name, Odd Todd. And he does not like even numbers. Only this guy likes them. Only even Steven. Odd Todd likes the odd numbers. Now, what are odd numbers, would you say? Do you know which one are odd numbers? All right, I'm going to show you over here on our number line. From 0, let's see. I'm going to put it a little bit further so you can see the numbers. Okay, let's look over here. So you see this 0 right here? So when we count by 2s and we count with the even numbers, we're skipping numbers. What number do we skip that's supposed to be right here in between? Yes, 1, right? We're skipping 1 and we're just saying 2. So after 2, we're skipping 3. After 4, we're skipping 5, right? After 6, we're skipping 7. After 8, we're skipping 9. After 10, very good, 11. After 12, 13. After 14, 15. After 16, 17. After 18, 19. And we're going to stop right here. So now I want you to look at all the red numbers. Do you see the red numbers? Yeah, all the red numbers is all the ones that were in between the even numbers. You see, they were in between the even numbers. So, we're only gonna say the even numbers. Can you say them with me? Just the odd number, just the odd, not the even. We don't want the even anymore. We just want the odd, which are the red ones. You ready to say it with me? 1, skip the 2, 3, skip, 5, skip, 7, skip, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Those are all of our odd numbers. So what we need to do over here, just like we found all of our even numbers, you're going to look over here just at the red numbers. Don't look at the blue numbers. Odd Todd only likes the red ones. And Odd Todd likes numbers that end in 1. So those are the ones that he likes. So let's look at all the ones that end in 1. But look only at the red one. We're only doing the odd numbers. So there's 1. Is there another one that's red and that finishes with 1? Do you see it? This one? This one has 2 1. One at the beginning and then 1 at the end. Very good. How about this one? Has a 1 and a 3. The 1 is at the beginning, but is there a 1 at the end? No, it's a 3. So those don't count, right? Just 11. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our pencil and let's write those down, okay? So only the numbers that ended 1, so it's 1 and 11. Very good, 1 and 11. Now, over here, Odd Todd likes numbers that end in 3. So let's look at those numbers that end in 3. That's right, there's 3. Is there another red one that ends with 3? Yes, 13. Very good. So let's go ahead and write that one. So it's 3 and 13. Good job. Odd Todd likes numbers that end in 5. Okay, let's look for the number 5. Oh, here it is. And now look to see if there's another number that end with 5. Do you see it? That's right, it's right here. Good job. So let's write this down. 5 and 15. Good job. And then the last one, or the last 2, Odd Todd likes numbers that end with 7. So let's look for number 7. Here it is. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Uh-oh, here it is. It ends with 7 as well. It begins with 1. It ends with 7. So we're going to write it over here. 7 and 17. Very good. And the last one, Odd Todd likes numbers that end in 9. So let's look at our red numbers, the odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Here it is, 9. Let's look for another one. 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. It starts with a 1 and ends with a 9. So those are the ones that he likes. Odd Todds like number 9 and number 19. Very good. And then there's no others. Up. No others. So now we can say our odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. And those are our odd numbers. Okay? So review your even numbers and review your odd numbers and know them by heart. Okay? Que aprenden sus números que son even por corazón, de memoria, y los que son odd, de memoria también. Okay? Bye-bye.